Welcome once again to Stephen Follows Instructions. I'm picking up from where I left off in the last episode, looking at Vault. So this is part 2. We have a running instance of Vault somewhere on, well, there it is, in our DigitalOcean droplet. So there's me working with it, I guess. No, I don't know what that was. Anyhow, so it's doing some stuff, using some CPU, 2% of the CPU, just a little model. It's doing some disk I/O. I don't know what it's doing. Shouldn't be doing much of anything really, because I'm not using it for anything yet. But 4 kilobytes per second. I think we can count that as background noise. So it's running. And we were just working our way through the instructions. We were just about to enable and configure an authentication method. What we've done so far is we set it up, well, downloaded it and installed it. So specifically, we exported some environment variables so that Vault knows what it's doing, and checked the server status using the HTTP API. Figured out how to use the headers and paths in the API, and now we're doing an authentication method. Because all we can do so far is get the system status, which doesn't require authentication. But if we want to store or read anything, we need authentication. Which means that we're going to have to put a token into our header, basically. So that's where we are. That's what we're up to. So let's have a look. So developers need to authenticate. So set up an authentication method that humans can use called user pass. Okay. What is user pass? It just bounced to another section here in the site. Allows users to authenticate with Vault using a username and password combination. Okay, I suppose I should have known that. Okay. Come back down here. Alright. So to enable an auth method with command line interface, we use the following command. Auth enabled, auth method type. Okay. So here's how to enable it using the Vault HTTP API. So, okay. Right, so the data, in this case, the type and the name user pass is going to be stored as a little bit of JSON right there. Inside the data field of the curl request. And then so we're sending this curl request to the Vault instance that we have running. So let's try that. Now, let's see what I remember from yesterday. Because I didn't come back well, it is after lunch, but it's after lunch the next day. So, okay, let's come back here. And so all of my console's closed on me. So I'll open up the console again. All right, so so I imagine we'll see this here somewhere. Well, I don't actually see it. Let me just try a PS command. Bash and PS. Okay. Well, I know it's running, right? Isn't it? Well, let's check the system status from yesterday. Right, that's what we'll do. So let's back up a bit. So we'll just copy this and we'll come back to our console. Now what I like to do is when I've got a pop-up like the console is I'll just raise this window a bit and let the console stick out under the bottom. You can see I've already done that with something else. I'll remove that because I'm not using it. Alright, so let's paste that. Oh, it didn't copy. Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Alright. So, status curl string, right. And so now, we'll copy that curl request and then paste it. And run it. Unable to get local server certificate. Why? Let's find out what our vault status is. Ah. No. Oh no, that's nothing. Oh, maybe because I don't... No, I should have the environment variables still, right? Failed to verify. Yeah, it's just a self-signed certificate. Oh, I know what the problem is. Okay, here's my curl. But the vault print token, I don't currently have it defined as a variable in this SSH session. Right? So what was my vault print token from before? I think it was just root. Let's try that. Nope. Curl failed to... Okay. Alright, let's back up. Let's export vault address. We're just going to do these things. We're just going to do these again. Because these are, I guess, local environment variables, not global environment variables, and they went away when my SSH went away, maybe. Okay. That's, well, I'm just guessing, but... Oops, did this again. It sometimes does that, I don't know why. It captures that extra stuff around the outside. And get the third one, vault token equals root. All right. Oh, it might not even be running. Nah, it's got to be running, right? It's got to be running. Okay, and now we'll do this. So 4 basically environment variables. Okay, and now let's curl the local vault address to get the system status. And we don't get anything. Maybe it's not running. So we'll start the server. Again, it might be not running because my previous shell was closed. No, address is already in use. Okay, so it is running. Soon. All right. so my server is running. I have all of these. Okay. I don't see why this produces nothing. This should produce something. But it produces nothing. Let's just try vault status. Error loading certificate authority file, no such file or directory. Alright, what we'll do is we'll shut down the droplet and restart it, I guess. Yeah, because I did export all of those. Maybe I needed to export them while the server is running. Well, but the server was running. Yeah, okay, so we'll just shut down the server and then start it up again. So we'll turn it off. Maybe there's a reboot, because that's really what I want to do. Okay, first we'll try, okay, good enough. So they're trying a nice graceful shutdown. See, it did do some stuff there. There we go, now it's off. Turn on. Assume it'll try to boot it up again. Now it probably killed this, yep. Alright, now it's on again. We'll give it a few seconds for the all the functions to start functioning. Alright, that's good enough. Let's try opening a console. There we go. Alright. Now, we've already installed our software on this droplet. We shouldn't have to redo it. So let's go back to the top. Alright. First of all, we'll run the server. So we'll copy this and we'll try to run it. Paste. Okay. Ah, right, now. Okay. That's it. Now we have. Okay, now this we'll put off to one side. And we'll open up a new console window, just like before. Let's just drop this down so I can find it later. There we go. Alright. New console window. So, console. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Now. Oops, that's the... Okay. So now. We're going to need... It's going to tell us what these things are. The certificate, the vault address, and the vault token. So, these two, it'll actually tell us what they are. So, here's the first. Control C. Whoops. Oh, crap. I turned it off. Let's try that again. All right. No Control C. All right. Highlight this. Right-click copy. All right. And now we'll right-click paste and enter that. Okay. Back over to here again, same thing. Right-click copy. Copy. Right-click paste. Perfect. Now, the third thing is our token, which could be anything, but we're just using the token root. Oh, come on, where is it? Here. So, export vault token root. Make sure we get the letter E with that. copy. We'll come back in here, right click, paste, and hit enter. Alright, and now we'll check the service status. So first we have to set up this curl CA, curl certificate authority bundle, which is basically just the vaults, this, right? Well, I can imagine more stuff will be done later. And now we'll run this curl command, and this will work. I know it will. It's gonna work. And it works. I love it when things work. Alright. Headers and paths. Okay, so here, now let's just run that command vault status. Right, so it just gives me the status. Up here, it gave me the status, but I asked for it as JSON, right? Or actually, I asked for the seal status, to be precise. Here, I just asked for the status. Looks like I get the same information in either case. All right, but now vault status output curl string. I need to actually run this command and not simply copy that, because we'll get variables specific to this server. So I'll paste that in, and there it is, right? So you see here's the TLS certificate. That's probably what I was doing wrong before. So right click copy, right click paste, and this also will run. And here's our result back, just the way it should come back. Okay, and then we had this unhelpful stuff. XVault token is used to pass a token. All right. Okay, now we're ready to start. Alrighty. Enable and configure an auth method. Persona operations. Okay, yeah, so they do their instructions in terms of personas. I get it, it's okay. So, developers like Danielle, or me, need to authenticate with Vault in order to create secrets. Right? Yep, so Oliver will set up an authentication method that humans can use called UserPass, which is a username and password. To enable it, you use the following command. This is how you enable it using the Vault HTTP API. So now this is what we're going to run. So let's paste it in. Okay. Don't know if it'll just accept that, but okay, vault token, type user pass, vault address v1 auth user pass. Okay, I don't think I need to change anything there. I don't know if it'll accept this simply as one command, even with the backslashes, but we'll see. Let's try it. Ah, it did accept that. Okay, so the backslashes allow me to do the multi-line command. It's all on the bottom there. It's all very hard to see, and it's still not very large. I wish there was a way of just making the text bigger. There is no way. I tried Control Plus and that didn't work, so I have no idea how to make the text bigger on this console window. No. Zoom? See, it does nothing. It's not bigger. It just does nothing. It's whoops. It's never set to actually be bigger. So I don't know. Okay, whatever. We'll come back to this. So, like I said before, if you're following along, you probably need to use full screen to view this video with any usefulness. Okay, so to determine if it was successful, check the terminal running vault for a log entry resembling this. Okay, check the terminal running vault for a log. Oh, right, okay, so remember we have this over here, running vault, which is now empty. See, this is the one we're using. Why is that now empty? Let's refresh it. Oh, crap. Why would it go empty? I wonder if it's console disconnected, reload or close. Let's reload, see what happens. Well, that's really annoying. I don't know what happened there. Right, it's everything fell apart. Huh. That's really kind of weird. I mean, it was... Okay. Do I even have... Yeah, I still have this stuff at least. Okay. No, it's bind is already... Yeah, so it's still running. And right back where I was when I started. Well, why would it just go blank like that? I mean, maybe it crashed. It might have crashed. I don't know. Well, let's start over. Let's upsize the droplet slightly. CPU and RAM. Yeah, I'm not going to need more disk space. Okay, so let's... Where am I at? At 12. Let's go to the premium Intel. We'll go there. Okay. Oh, you must turn off your droplet first. Okay, let's turn off my droplet. Turn off my droplet and close my... Oh yeah, these are closed. Closed. So annoying. Okay. Let's bump it up a bit. Yeah, look at this. I could go up to like $4 an hour. I'm not going to do that. I like 21 cents an hour. Or no, 2.1 cents an hour. I much prefer that. Alright, so we have to wait for this to start up again. Yeah, that's really strange why it did that. I'm sort of wondering if it's something I did, or I don't know. Okay. Turn it on. Alright. Give it a few seconds. and then I'll open up a console. Okay, that's good enough. There's the console. All right. So we're going to run this. I'm going to run this all the way back to the start. At least, I'm going over this. I'm getting used to it. So we'll copy this. Copy. I know I could click on this. Let's click on this. And then if I paste this. Oh, okay. It didn't retype the $sign this time. Okay, good. All right. So there's my server. I guess that's why development mode should not be used. So we'll open up another console. So here's our second console. This is our first console. Let's make it slightly smaller. There we go. All right, so we'll export the first one of these. Right click, copy, right click, paste, and enter. And the second one, right click, copy, right click, paste, and enter. Oh, it's the same one again. It's Windows. Sometimes copy doesn't work. Right click, copy, right click, paste. There we go. Enter. All right, now I'm going to move this. I'm just moving it off the screen onto my second screen now, so I can keep an eye on it. And if it does something strange, okay, if it does something strange, I'll know. So right now, it's sitting there. It's looking okay, right? So, okay, come back now to here. So we'll export the vault token as being equal to root, just like before. And we'll export the certificate authority bundle. And there it is. And we'll scroll down. We already know all this stuff works, so we don't need to do this again, I don't think. Okay, so vault. Okay, I could just use the command. I don't need to use the CURL. I could, but I won't. So I'm just going to do vault auth enable and then, oh, right, but I don't know how to. Oh, it's just, we know it's the type. So vault auth enable user pass. Okay, so vault auth enable, paste, and now user pass. All right, and the other side did work properly this time. Here it is. Right. Core enabled credential backend path user pass. Oh, well, look, it just closed on me again. Why would it do that? Wow. Right, so I'll have to reset all of these things again. So vault address, cert, no. Vault token, window. And now we can check vault status. That's better. And should be able to do this again. And this worked. Here it is. So aside from the stupidly crashing consoles, path is already in use at user pass. What on earth? Vault status. Okay. Okay, here, yeah, okay. I couldn't redo it because it's already in use. And, okay. Alright. Good enough. Okay, to determine whether this was successful, check the terminal running vault for a log entry resembling. This is the log entry resembling. Core. There it is right there. Okay. Still saying bad. Oh, that was from before. Okay. We don't need to worry about that. Alright. Example output. Okay, now an alternative is to use the HTTP API list. To use the HTTP API list, there's a word missing there, to list the enabled authentication engine. So let's do that. We'll paste that. That should run. And there's the available HTTP API. Just like it says here. So these are all the authentication methods that are available to me. I can use a token, I can use user pass. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so token or user pass. Alright. Create a user in user pass. Alright, now we're beginning to rock. Okay. Copy. You should not expect any output from this command. Okay. So let's paste this in. We'll have a look at it before we hit enter. Okay. So that's the vault token. That's our root. Right. Here's the password. It's pretty long. Token policies. Developer vault policy. Okay. So that's okay. And now we have the vault address. Users Danielle. Oh, okay. So this is actually the user, and this is the password we're creating for that user, and that will actually basically create the user. The user is called Danielle Vault User. Let's hit enter. Nothing did happen, right? Okay, list the vault policies and look for developer vault policy. Okay. Okay. So we'll paste that. Okay. And right. So we have 2 vault policies. We should have 3. Yeah. We don't have a developer vault policy. I don't know why. We should. Vault address v1 sys policy. No, that's right. Default and root. That's all we've got. Default and root. Token policies. Developer vault policy. Huh. Well, I don't know why that doesn't happen. Let's try creating another user. Okay. We'll use the same password because it's really hard to remember. But we'll change the name of the user to Stephen. Stephen Vault user. Okay. So now I've created another user. And let's list the policies. Still just those two. Well, I don't know why that doesn't. Maybe I skipped a step. Create a user. Yeah, I skipped a step. Okay, so I never created the policy. So let's create the policy. Okay. So, policy, there's the path, capabilities. Okay. Alright, and now I'll list the vault policies. Now I've got my 3 policies. Good. Normally, that's kind of weird. Normally, I would have expected to create the policies first and then create the user fitting that policy. But, okay. So, a policy is a list of permissions that a user can have. It may involve other things as well, but minimally, a policy is a list of permissions. Okay. Persona operations. Now, just remind you, here's our server console. That's still working. Looks like I don't have anybody watching this, but oh well. Doesn't matter. This is me just doing it for me anyways. Oliver will create a static secrets engine. Okay. The policy, developer vault policy, expects dev secrets / data path to exist. Now, how do I know that? Whoops, it's not going to be in here. It's going to be in here, in this one. Okay, when I created the policy, so I created it here. So expects dev secrets data to exist. The path, dev secret data path, or dev secrets data creds, probably for credentials. So, okay, so it definitely expects that path to exist. Here's another reference to it down here. Okay, so this is a bit different, but okay. So, starting the Vault server in development mode creates a key value version 2 secrets engine at secrets. Okay. And, right, okay. But for the development team, Oliver will create the dev secrets secret engine. All right. So, yeah, right, it expects a dev secrets path. Okay, so what are we going to do then? We are going to mount oh no, we're going to look at the mount. So we're going to look at I guess, the directories that we have already. And we're going to present that output in JSON. So we'll do that. Paste. And we'll hit enter. Okay, so all right. So this is the structure of the data. So here's cubbyhole, whatever that is, identity, whatever that is, secret, and we're going to want a dev secrets. Oh, and the other console just crashed, which means probably this crashed as well. No, it's still running. Okay. So the console's disconnected, but it looks like my server is still running. Okay. Yeah, everything seems fine. I don't know why the console disconnects like that. That's super annoying. I know that I could just fire up my own SSH client or terminal, whatever, and do it that way, and then it wouldn't crash, but it might still disconnect, right? Because of a policy or something. It's probably a good idea. All right. Anyhow, so I hope I don't need it, but we're working on a tightrope now. Okay. So now I need to create a secrets engine. I don't know if it's an engine or a directory, but we're creating it. So mounts. So we're adding a mount. Okay, so sending data type KV v2. Key value version 2. My guess. It doesn't say what it does, but, and then it's going to go here. Okay, so put it in here, paste. Okay. So again, nothing. Don't expect anything. Does not include any response data. Right. Okay. So, what have we done? We've created two users with create permissions, right, with the policy that allows them to create and probably to read as well. I didn't read the policy carefully. And then we've created, we'll call it a service or an engine called dev secrets, which is a place where they can create stuff of type KV-v2, which I assume is key value version 2, but just guessing. All right. The following command logs in Daniel Vault user and retrieves the client token. Okay, so this is OAuth in action here. Very typical function, OAuth. So we'll paste this in. So it logs in, right? So there's Daniel Vault user, there's the password, and it's going to get the token back in JSON. And there it is. Oh, interesting. We're not getting the whole JSON. To see what this does. JQ, JSON query maybe. And then with the dot, it's giving us the value specifically of authenticated client token. So now we have this token. Okay. Export the newly acquired token as an environment variable. Right, so let's do that. We'll export it. Now I'm assuming that this is different, right? God's sakes. How annoying is that? Now we have to start over again. Well, I'm not going to start over again. I don't have the token. No. All right, let's try to get the token. There is no token, is there? Crap. Right, because there is no vault address. Alright. Because we're dealing with environment variables. All these environment variables are local variables and disappear when the console is reloaded. And these were from the original vault. I didn't write them down or anything because why would I? Alright, well, it's just... We're going to have to come up with something a bit more reliable if we're going to work with this at all. But, okay. That's a real annoying thing. Don't know why the consoles simply disconnect. Okay, so let's just see what we're almost to the end of this anyway. So, all right. The following command logs in Danielle and retrieves the client token. Okay. Now we're saving the token as an environment variable. Now we'll create a secret named creds. So here's the data. Right, so see here we're using the token in the header, and we're going to put into dev secrets this data, the password equaling this. It's a different password, isn't it? Imprint. Yeah, it is. It's a different password. So we're going to put that in and get the results back as a JSON structure, object, whatever you want to call it. So, and all we're getting back is the creation time. And now I can display the secret by putting the access token. It's in access, that's what they call it, right? Client token. Put that in the header again. Because we don't log in every time, right? We just use this token. Which is going to be unique to Danielle's session here. And now we access this and we want the data back. JQ data. And we're going to get as data the password and the metadata when it was created, etc. We can use that metadata to do verification or whatever. Clean up, unset all of these things, and then pkill vault. Right, so that's really straightforward. That part I understand. And if you can do it with curl, you can do it with JavaScript. So let's p-kill the vault. Okay. And I'm just trying to open the other thing. P-kill vault. Just in case. Probably no vault to kill anymore. Alright. Summary. Okay, the tutorial was exceptionally helpful. Okay. Looking to set up the credentials. AV store in a secure that can be accessed using JavaScript. Okay, environment. All right, submit. Okay. So I know how to use the Vault HTTP API. In theory. Can I well, no, there's no way to set up. So I have various environment variables that are going on here. And if we come back up here, okay, let's launch the server, okay. Give the server an address, okay. Okay, we should probably see all of these replicated. All right, let's run the server again. So this is the server, the Vault user interface, and this might be a bit easier to use. Tokens. Open a web browser and navigate to. Oh, except I can't. It's actually somewhere else. But I can navigate to where it is. So it's at IPv4, and then the port that it's on should be 8200. So let's do that. It can't open a connection. Why? Probably a firewall thing. Access. Back up. Well, let's ping it and see if it even works. Right, let's just copy that. We'll open up a new. Okay, we'll ping it from this computer. For PowerShell. Ping. Yeah, it's responding. 8200. Could not find it. It's not getting an access refused. It simply can't find it. Let's try just loading the basic. Oh, stupid. There we go. No, can't connect to that. I want to access service running at port 8200 on a digital ocean droplet. All right. Have to enable, otherwise, oh, it's just blocking all. No. Okay, so where's the firewall? Where is the DigitalOcean firewall for this? Let's come back here. No. Networking. Public network. Firewalls. Edit. Create firewall. All right. Vault. New rule. Custom TCP. 100. All. Inbound. And we'll just let it. Oh, this is all ports. Okay. Search for a droplet or a tag. All right. Okay. Now, okay, that's the firewall. Now we'll go back to just making this up as I go along, folks. Okay, that's my firewall. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm back in and networking, firewalls, edit. Going to, and maybe it is applied, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I can't tell. More. Destroy. No, let's not destroy that. Let's go back to here. Okay, don't want advertising. Is that firewall? No. Doesn't say add firewall. Networking access. Networking. No firewalls applied to this droplet. Learn. Okay, we'll learn. Cloud firewalls. How to configure firewall. How to add and remove a droplet to a firewall. Okay. Oh, come on. That's not what I want. Using the API. Using the control panel. Why is that third? Okay. Use its more menu. Oh, that's to remove. To add. Okay, so by choosing networking from the top menu, then firewalls. Select the firewall you want to check, then navigate to its droplets tab. Okay. So from the top menu, firewalls, just go all the way back. I don't see firewalls anywhere on a top menu. More resources? No. No, that's not what I wanted. See firewalls anywhere, and there's no, let's search on resource name. I've got 2 droplets and that's it. Where would I find firewalls? Let's go into the droplet. Does it say firewalls anywhere here? No, we do have networking. And I know we can get into firewalls here. So here's my firewall. Droplets. Okay. Add droplets. Search for a droplet or tag. There's no drop down or anything. It's so cheap. Sorry, it's just forward, add droplet, search for droplet or tag. That's the search. Now I'll add it. Alright. Firewall updated successfully. So that should allow me to be able to access port 8200. So we'll try 8200 and unable to connect. Why? More. Networking. Firewalls, inbound 8200. Outbound everything. Type custom. It should be type all TCP. Let's add a new rule for all TCP. For a port range of 8200. It's not going to let me do that. All ports. That doesn't seem great. Can I edit this? Yeah, I'll try to edit it. Let's try HTTPS. Oh, I see. It's got to be like that. HTTP 80, right? All TCP. Or custom. Okay, we'll just call. Okay, we'll just open it up wide and see what happens. Okay. Don't know why. Hmm. Please tell me how to set up Vault on DigitalOcean to enable browser access to the console. Probably won't know this, but well, okay, it knows it's HashiCorp. Created Droplet, did that. At least 2 gigabytes RAM, vaulted memory hungry. That's worth knowing. Wonder what my Droplet is. Oh, 2 gigabytes RAM, okay. Region, your preferred data center. Enable SSH access. SSH into your Droplet. Not totally simple, but install dependencies. Right, okay, so we're installing and verify installation, Vault version. So let's just do that. Oh, let's pop open a console. Okay. And let's copy this information. Whoops, accidentally shut it down. Let's copy this information, which is now new. I assume it's new. Yeah, it is. It's different. Okay. I'm just gonna put it here. All right. Vault version. Term Vault is not recommended. Oh, right, because that's not my console. This is my console. Still running? Yep, okay. Next. Create a user and directory structure. Huh? Oh. Okay. Configure Vault. So this is where the listener is. So this is going to be, let's check etc vault. etc, oh, for God's sakes. Right, and there's my listener. Ah, right. Because I need to tell Vault to be listening on something other than localhost. So, yeah, this is instructions I could have used elsewhere. I guess like they just assume that I'm doing everything from my own computer when in the instructions, right? They're not assuming that I'm doing this in the cloud. So if we come back here to the instructions, right, this all assumes that I'm just running this on my own computer. Even this, right? This just assumes I'm running it on my own computer. It's an API, but I'm running it on my own computer and not a cloud computer. Right. Set up Vault. Right, see, again, we're just setting environment variables. Ready to authenticate with Vault. Right, so this is everything from before. Discover Vault plugins. So, again. So, yeah. So I could do that, except, of course, I'm running on Windows. I doubt that there's a Windows. Oh yeah, no, there is. There's a Windows binary download. A 386 or an AMD, right? So I'll bet you I could download this, and then we'll run it. Well, we'll install it, right? So we'll just do that. E-images Vault. Maybe not images. How about e-program files? That might be better. Program files. I'll just put it in here. And make a directory. Vault. Kind of weird that it did it that way, but okay, so select. Alright, select folder. Okay, this files will be extracted to this folder. Vault.exe. Now, is this an installer or just an exe? Looks like it's just okay. So I wonder if it's running. Okay, well that's all the documentation there is on okay, there's for Windows. Yeah, there are no instructions. So in theory it's probably running. In practice, maybe less so. Yeah, in practice, it's not running. Alright, let's go to the right directory. CD E program files. Vault. Yeah. Okay. Now let's try to run it. Okay. Vault. And then your commands. Right. Next steps. Why use Vault? See, I don't need this. I need to know how to make it run. Okay, release information. Next steps. Tutorial library. Oh, this is the whole HashiCorp stuff. Don't need that. Vault Home. Vault. Install tutorials. Use cases. Integrations. I liked that other. Okay, get started. Get started with Vault Foundations. No, I don't want to do why use Vault. Okay, here we go. Set up Vault. Here we go. This is back to where we were before. Okay, good. Prerequisite Vault binary installed and configured in your system path. I know there's a way to do this, but I'll just ask ChatGPT. Okay. I have installed Vault at E program files. Vault at exe. Actually, I think it's a capital. So it won't matter, I don't think. But, well, it's lowercase. And now need to configure my system path. Have it configured in my, and let's not give it 2 extra cycles. Okay, so alright, so add it to your path. Steps to add it to your path. Win S. That wasn't it. Search for environment variables. Edit. Oh, I see. WinSearch. Search for environment variables. Okay. So, start S. Search for quick searches. It's eliminated my search. You can't search anymore. It gives you quick searches, but okay. Environment variables. Edit system environment variables. Alright. Environment variables. Okay. Now what? System variables. I think I just come back here to this, see what it says next. Should have given me a little picture, right? Click new, paste, vault. Okay, click new, paste, vault. Oh, I see, not vault exe, okay. Got it. Alright, so environment variables. Why did it do that? There we go. New. Variable name, vault. Variable value, program files. Okay. Alright, that should work. Now let's just test that. Open up PowerShell. Version. Term vault is not recognized. Verify that the path is correct. It is correct. I know it is. Environment variables. Vault program files vault. Right? Program files vault. Program files vault. Edit. Oh, okay. Maybe that's the problem. Alright, so we'll close this. The problem might be the trailing slash that I put on it. Okay. PowerShell. No. Save and exit. Vault version. Click OK on all windows to save and edit. Maybe I have to do that. Alright. I'm going to close all of our... Okay. And now we'll open Vault version. Well, I don't understand. Yeah. Copy, open up Explorer, paste. There it is. It exists, it contains it. Okay. Open it in File Explorer and double click on it. That's a good idea. Double click on it. It it does something. That WinS environment variables. Find and select path and then click edit. Edit the system environment variables. Environment variables. Oh, path. And then edit. Oh, okay, I get it. Let's see what I've done. So I need to hit new. And then I'll put that in. Oops, I'll put in the actual path. Where did the path go? Got it. Oops. Program files. Vault. Okay. Okay. Now we'll close off this. There we go. How silly was that? Now, PowerShell. Vault. Version. Bingo. All right. Back to where we were. All right. So, okay. So let's do development mode, dev mode. Okay. Vault server help. Alright, so that'll be all the different dev options. Okay. Open a terminal, start. Okay, so here we go. We have to start it using Vault Server. That's just like before. We remember this. There we go. May need to set the following environment variables for PowerShell and CMD. So we'll do that. We'll set this. Oh, we'll need another window. So we'll need. All right. So this is just like before, except things aren't going to crash on us now. And the Vault CA certificate Hardy. Okay. I think that's fine. I don't think those spaces matter. Okay. The unseal key and root token are there in case we want to seal or unseal the vault. Okay. Okay. All right. So there's the vault, the vault certificate. Check the server status. Let's do vault status. All good. Authenticate. So let's go vault log. Oh, this is a bit different now. This is different. Token will be hidden. Type in the literal string root. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Success. You are now authenticated. You do not need to run Vault login again. Future Vault logins will automatically use this token. Okay. Okay. Clean up. All right. Learn to use the Vault CLI. Okay. So now we'll go to localhost 8200. Connection was reset. Bad connection. Okay, let's try 127.0.0.1. Connection was reset. Try again. No. Okay. Why? Why? Okay. All right. I've installed. I guess I'm just jumping ahead too much. And just so you know, here's why I'm jumping ahead. This stuff, these first three things, garbage. I don't need them. Not when I'm learning, you know, not when especially plugins. Like, I don't need plugins yet. I can't even make the basic thing work. So those, like the why use Vault should be somewhere else completely. That's just marketing. The same with understand available Vault editions. Just marketing. Discover Vault plugins way down here. Okay? So, and that's why I'm skipping ahead. Okay, so I've installed the Vault binary. Let's go to Setup Vault. Alright. Prerequisites. Vault binary installed and configured. Okay. Set up the lab. Dev mode. Vault server help. I think maybe I did this. Vault server. Okay. Alright, no, I've done all of this. Done this. Authenticated in. Done this. Okay. Next, introduction to tokens. Again, we're going to get garbage here. Right? Okay, Vault issues tokens. Yeah, Vault issues a token. Just like every OAuth system in the world. Okay. So there's the token. Okay. Alright, maybe not just like every OAuth system in the world, but still, I get it. Vault issues tokens. We can use a token. Okay, token accessors. Alright. So, Vault issues a token. You authenticate in, you get your token. Every token includes information about the token. That's what the token accessor is. Okay, and it has a duration and it has policies. Okay, in this case, the policies are root because I'm root. The default time to live should be time to death actually. Reset times 32 days. You can change that. Again, this is stuff I don't need at this point in time. Types of tokens, service, batch, and recovery. Okay. Yeah, stuff I don't need right now. More stuff I don't need right now. Revoke, summary, okay, fine. Is this one helpful? No. Order of instructions should be install setup learn to use submit. I'm getting annoyed. Can you tell I'm getting annoyed? Introduction to policies. Now we've done this before already, right? Here are the policies, right? So here's a policy. So for this path, you have the following capabilities. For this path, you have the following capabilities. So, yeah, policy is basically a set of permissions applied to sets of paths. This is nice and clear, right? This is way clearer than you might see on, say, Amazon. Okay, so we know what the policies are. Use wildcards, makes sense. I don't need this information now to make stuff work, but it's going to give it to me anyways. So, no. Next. Alright, introduction to roles. Okay. Create a role. Roles allow you to create a collection of parameters to simplify plugin configuration. I don't even care about plugin configuration. Okay. Learn to use the Vault HTTP API. Right, so I've got a server running. Okay. Let's export the Vault token root here. I've already exported the other Vault tokens that I need. Oh, it's not right. It's different for. Well, that's interesting, right? These are for. Right. Yeah, this is going to be for Linux only, right? The setting up environment variables is different for PowerShell. I don't even have the other ones set up yet either. At least they're over here. Handshake errors. Huh. Isn't that weird? Don't know what's going on there. Alright, so PowerShell. Okay, so put that in here. And Vault address. Control C. Oops. Oh, it's not. That's PowerShell. Here we go. This. Gotta copy it. Right. Okay. It's going to be annoying. Okay. Well, in PowerShell, so Control C, which doesn't shut it down in PowerShell. Control V. This is why I get so messed up. And then, so the next thing I need is vault token equals root. So Control C that, and I'll come back in here to this PowerShell. Now, $env vault token equals root. Let's put it in quotation marks. Okay. And then this one, again, we're going to do the same thing here, except we're going to set it. All right. So let's try echo. Curl a bundle. Oops, C-U-R-L, not C-U-E-L. Oh. Let's try echoing the variable now. And it gave me nothing. That's not good. Maybe vault token. No, it didn't do that either. So echo's kind of weird here. It should on Windows. Echo environment. I got it. Okay. So like this. That's better. And let's do this. Right, because so vault ca cert there it is. So vault, so env is going to be env, there we go, like that. And now if I want vault ca bundle, there we go. Okay, and it's just a little bit of difference in PowerShell. It would be useful if they acknowledged this here, but they didn't. So these instructions for Windows, these instructions are all wrong. The syntax is wrong. All right, now, okay, do I have curl? I think I have curl already installed. Let's try curl v. No URL specified, right? Okay. Alright, that all worked. Okay, so I do have curl. So let's try this then. Oh, do I have JQ installed? I don't even know if, okay, well let's try it without the JQ. We don't need it. I mean, it's nice to have it, but we don't need it. And I get nothing. Why? Because, again, the command is wrong. It's got to be like this. Still nothing. Right. No. Well, let's just put the absolute address in. Yeah. 128, no, 127. 0.0. 8200. Client sent an HTTP request to an HTTPS server. Yeah. Ah. Okay. I'm getting this. Trying to talk to Vault, and Vault expects plain HTTP. Or the other way around. Wrong path? No. Oh, no. No. Oh, but yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. That should not be there. Okay. Just try that. Still the same problem. I'm getting note that Vault is an HTTPS server. I'm sending, right, that's better. I'm sending plain HTTP to a server that expects HTTPS. Okay. Oh, duh. Could do it this way. Nope. I'm getting nothing. Let's try this. Proxy password for. Oh, because it thinks it's a user. No. Okay. Or if you just want the raw content. Huh. That's interesting. Aha. The remote certificate is invalid because of errors in the certificate chain, partial chain. If you get certificate errors, okay. We can bypass certificate validation. Let's see if there's a way to do that with this. Yeah, here we go. skip certificate check. Positional parameter. Oh, it's positional. Oh, I've used two. Okay. Should just be one. There we go. All right. Or I could just use dollars as this. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, same thing. So let's see, it said, right. There's more. Recap. Bonus tip. Oh, vault skip verify equals true. Huh. To ignore self-signed certificate warnings. Okay, this worked. Thank you. Smiley face. The certificate error was okay, means it doesn't trust it because it's self-signed. Okay, well that's good enough, so that's not a big deal. So let's just add this to the environment variable. And now I should be able to access this without no, no, I'm still, it still is a problem. Yeah. So that environment variable did not, vault skip verify did not work. Maybe it didn't set properly. That's possible. No, it's set properly. Okay. The vault address, we'll change that. Right. Now, let's try vault status. That I knew that was fine, but I want to use curl. This will work, yeah, but this won't. Right, because it's okay. So I'll just tell. Come back here. Oh, skip certificate check. Okay. Right. Right, I see. Oops. Okay. If you ever want to fix this properly, right, I can just use Let's Encrypt. All right. This is probably also a problem for my web browser. My browser will complain. Copy. But I think this is still not going to work, is it? Paste and go. Oh, it is working. Okay. Advanced. We'll just skip. Accept the risk and continue. Right. Here's my certificate. Right. Vault. Ha. Method token. Username, etc. LDAP. All these different ways of signing in. So username, token, contact your administrator for login. Okay, so we've got it up and running on my desktop. Don't know why it wouldn't work like that. Well, what did I do here that I haven't done? Well, probably not much. I don't think I did anything except, okay. Copy. Okay, so this should be nothing. Unable to connect. Right. I was saying HTTPS. Let's try 8200. Unable to connect. Probably because Vault is not listening on this. So I think that if I went in and edited that file, that it would work. Edited that file in etc/vault, telling it to actually listen on that port. I think that's what I would have to do. Of course, I was in the middle of doing that and my console crashed, right? So that's why I didn't bother trying to do that. So here it is. Well, yeah, I guess it's still running. So let's open up the console. CD etc, and it's in Vault D. CD Vault D. Right. Nano vault.env. Nothing. More. Nothing. Wonder why that's empty. Well, that's pretty messed up. Okay. Let's try. Maybe this is where I edit it then. All right. Listener TCP. Oh, it's already at 0000. Certificates are already in place. No, this should work. Could create an HTTP listener, but no, that should work. Maybe I need to copy this to the ENV file? I don't know. Just guessing. There's probably instructions out there on how to install Vault on a cloud, or I'll bet you I'd probably actually flashed them in front of my eyes when I asked ChatGPT, and then just skipped over a bunch of it because it looked hard. Yeah, that's what I do. All right. Okay. But here I am. How do I get into it? Let's come back. I don't actually have a user yet. Okay. Use. Okay. The Vault UI. Okay. Oh yeah, command. Okay, and that's the Vault API. Is this right? Right. Okay. Set up the lab. Understand the Vault UI. Okay, check the server status. We have done that. Right? Yes. Understand the Vault UI. Okay, so there's a cluster address and an API address. Oh yeah, okay. Right. And authent with token. Okay, I see. Oh yeah, okay, so this client is actually accessing it via the API. Right. So method token, method username. I bet you I could do root. Nope. That's probably just as well. And it totally punted me out. Error code, bad request. There we go. Contact your administrator for log. Okay, let's come back here. Explore the Vault UI. Okay, we'll just enter root in the token field. Oh, I see. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. I won't mention how insecure that is, but I assume that that's just for now. Yeah. Okay. You have logged in with a root token. Right. Presumably I would change that somehow, but we're just in dev, so it doesn't matter. Okay, secrets engine, secret. Okay. I can probably create a new engine. Oh, geez, I can put them in the cloud even. PKI certificate, KV, okay. Path KV, number of versions, method options. Well, then there's keys, a whole bunch of stuff there. Configuration. I wanted to make a new engine called KV. Okay. Automate seems okay. Enable engine. I would just call it KV. Can't I rename it? View configuration. Here we go. Accessor. Never delete. Huh. So how did you call this secret? And I can't call this. Oh, I see. Secrets. All right. So I'm here. Review the configuration detail. So yeah, this is not actually telling me how to do anything, but that's okay. Uses a responsive interface designed for Chrome. I noticed a few glitches there. ACL policies. Enable and configure an authentication method. Right. Create an ACL policy, just like before. Create enable method. Enable and configure a secrets engine. Okay. Main, enable new action, click KV, right. The default path is set to KV. Oh, okay, but I'll have created a new policy. Authenticate and create secrets, clean up. Okay. I don't know what the Terraform provider is. Alright, static and dynamic, troubleshoot, next, now we get to next steps. Ah, okay. Ready to design the production environment. Strict access, disaster recovery, multiple deployment options. Okay, so it never actually tells me how to set it up in the cloud, but and they have a little exam. Okay, isn't that cute? Community forum, support, tutorial library. Okay. And these are just tutorials, not actually instructions. So, let's see, verify, download. Oh, these are hard tutorials. Secure HashiCorp. Oh, and these are all for all of the HashiCorp stuff. Right. So these are other, like Vagrant, etc. Right. All right. That's good. I'm good. So that's Vault. Still need to figure out how to run it on the cloud. But if I went to my Cloud Run installation where I already have a running instance of Vault. So there it is. So, okay. So let's suppose I want to access it. There's the UI. Okay, so an initial set of root keys. Excuse me. So this is kind of a production thing. Only thing is just numbers. So let's just do 1 and 1. Initial root token and a key. Oh, we can download the keys. Okay, let's just copy these just in case. Copy them on something. Probably a bad idea. Well, I'm not going to do this permanently. I'm going to actually shut this down after messing around here. And then probably reinstall it. Everything will be new. These things won't be valid anymore. Root token and key. So this is where we were using root before. Now it's the key one. Okay. So we'll just set that aside. Okay, continue to unseal. Vault is sealed. Unseal key portion. So I'm going to put the root token in here. No, key. Oh, I have to use a key. Okay, so we'll put the key in here. Okay. Unseal. And now we sign in, and this is where I use my root token. Before I was just typing root, you may remember that. Okay, we'll sign in. And we have this. So, pretty similar to the other one, except a bit different. And the nice thing is, we actually have a proper user, a proper URL. In theory, I can access that. In theory. Access. Token, authentication token. ODIC provider. Configure Vault to act as an ODE, OpenID Connect provider. Right. MFA. So this is organization, groups, entities, leases. No leases. So I can create this as my own OIDC provider. Okay. Create my first app. Multi-factor authentication. Okay, these are the different authentication methods. For management, the API or CLI should be used. Exactly. And here we are, right? All right. So, for example, I can get the secrets. Why was it? I didn't see any of this in my previous instructions, but each vault token, so I don't know if the root token would work there. I mean, I suppose it could, but I don't know. It probably doesn't. I think I'd have to log in to generate a token with the API like before, and then use that token to do any of this stuff. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here. This has been very interesting. There's more to learn. Surprise. So I think the next objective would be, I mean, there's two ways of doing it, right? The one way of doing it is to figure out how to set this up as a standalone server in a cloud environment. And I'm pretty sure that has to do with that configuration in the etc directory. Or, alternatively, I have an instance sitting here in Cloud Run. I'm using other stuff from Cloud Run as well. If we go back to here, I'm already using this instance of Etherpad, and I could well use this RSS if I could figure out how to use an API to it. That would be kind of neat to do that. And then there's a WordPress and a Trillium, so there's other stuff I could connect to as well with my PLE. And doing it out of this same account saves me money, and I like that. So if I ran this as my key value store and this is my Etherpad, I'm doing two servers on the one server environment. And then maybe I can add more with some of the other applications. So that's a possibility. I did notice it was kind of hard to sign into this. I needed, because of the way it was installed in Cloud Run, then I needed to use a proxy server that my client could access. There was no direct way to access it, but this might not be the same case. I might be able to just simply access it directly, and if I can access it directly and then set it up as an OpenID provider, maybe I can do that for multiple users. I don't know, but it's a thought. All right. I'm new to your stream. What's this? What's a vault? Oh, and now he's gone. Yeah. So the whole stream was about vault. I'm sorry, I didn't. Just in case you're curious, I finally had a visitor. So, and I actually did have some, I've had people watching for a little bit. I've had 13 views. So that's 13 more than average. That's pretty cool. Anyhow, we've been going on far too long. Lots to think about. I think what I'm going to do next is to see if I can't figure out how to use the API to access a running instance of Vault on Cloud Run. I think that's what I'll do, rather than try to set it up on its own. But just so you see me doing it, so you don't go to the effort, I'm going to kill this one. And actually physically remove it so that you can't use the uninstall. There we go. Uninstall. There. So the credentials that you saw there on the video, useless to you. But I'll reinstall one. And I won't show you the credentials next time. And so where is it? Vault. There it is. Vault. It's this easy to install on Cloud Run. Install. Yeah, allow all users from this Cloud Run. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to kill this, I keep saying that. I'm going to kill this episode of Stephen Follows Instructions. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.